Yeah, it was an awesome team win. Really awesome win. Northern's a good team. Northern obviously won at OU last week, and we're down 21-10. Came back and won, 39-36. They did what they do. They're going to pound the ball and they're going to take their shots. Thought obviously first quarter and a half it was mostly defense, but their offense got more done than we did. They had a really nice drive there in the second quarter. They just kind of what they do. They kind of controlled the ball and got the ball down the field. Unfortunately, the Bowers kid hit his head on the turf. I wouldn't say we really knocked him out. Kobe made a really nice play on it, but ends up banging his head on the turf. And they go to Childers. Not many people, the backups, the quarterback that led them to the MAC championship a year ago. And they're just vastly different styles. So they have used Childers a little bit, but we had a check for like when he went in the game for his 2 or 3 plays. Well, now all of a sudden he's going to be in the game for 50 plays. Like, you can't go with your check. You got to actually run a defense. So, but he's a competitive kid. He's a lot like Gus, style of player and toughness, and just so it wasn't like, okay, Childers in and we got him. In some ways, I was like, I'm not sure this is better or worse. Can't really tell. Way different style. We're not really prepared for his style. Then the drive before the half's the key to the game for me. There's 2 keys. The drive before the half. And then now you got the ball and it's 10-7, kind of just gave our defense some juice, gave everybody some juice. But really the defense at that point played really hard, but they just gave up a 15-play drive or whatever it was, 13-play drive. And then the bounce back score was huge. Then get the opening kickoff in the second half. We score again. Obviously huge drive. And then the defense has their worst series of the game. It wasn't super long. He played 75 yards, and we didn't. Northern did good, but we didn't play very good defense in that drive. And we give the lead right back, And then the next key is that's next drive. They come right back and score again. Like, to me, that was the game. Like, we had faltered on defense, and then from there, defense basically holds down the fort till we get to late in the game. We kick the field goal. Sloman's huge again. Mo Thomas is huge. Kramer's huge. Our coverage units are huge. And then even the drive they scored out was okay. They used 310. They ran 13 plays at that time in the game. I would have liked to keep them out, no doubt, but you can't let them score quick there. You got to get them down to kind of one possession. And we got it to where 1 first down, and it wasn't over, but it was very close to being over. And then we get 8 yards on first down, and then snap the ball off jaywalk. And I kept telling the offense, when we were up 10, I said, this is your day. You've taken over this game. You're going to finish this one out, because we haven't finished one out on offense in a while. And I just felt like this. I wasn't even worried that this. I'm like, our offense is going to get 2 first downs. We're going to get out of here. They've just taken over this game, and this is their day. And not that the defense didn't do great or ST, but I just felt like this. Then we snapped off jaywalk. I'm like, maybe it's not their day, So defense, here we go. And then you got to stop them on 4 downs. And we stayed aggressive. The kids stayed aggressive. They were gassed. Northern was gassed. But you knew you had to stop 4 downs or get a turnover. And, we thought we had the turnover in the drive before, and we'd line up in the neutral zone. And, it's like, but again, our kids' skin has hardened a lot. 14-3 to Buffalo, 1-3 start, bludgeoned by Ohio State. Shoulda, woulda, coulda last week. Lose to a really good Western Michigan team on the road, but very frustrating with all the things we felt like we did. And we don't look through stuff with rose-colored glasses. If we stink, we're going to tell you we stink. But, even they score at the end and bounce off jaywalk, just there's a calm about these guys. They prepare. They're ready for the moment. They do get down sometimes, but they bounce back quickly. And obviously, unbelievable team victory against a good team. And, you go the last 7 MAC games, and I know they didn't do this to us on purpose, so don't write me a letter that I'm knocking the MAC, please. God dang. We go last year, Buffalo, at Buffalo, home against OU, at Northern, Ball State, come back this year, Buffalo, Western, Northern. Like, you talk about a 7-game run in the MAC, and 6 of them are against, we'll see how it plays out. It looks like everybody's about the same this year, but 6 of them are against knockdown heavyweight dragouts, and I think we're 5-2 during that run, and have played some really, really good football against, the cream of the crop of our league. So our kids should have confidence. They should have confidence that we can play with anybody. You got to execute. It's going to be tight next week. It's going to be tight the week after. It's going to be tight the week after. It's going to be tight the week after. It's just the way it is. But our kids are gaining confidence that they can execute in those key situations.
Questions?
Coach,
21 yards total offense going into the last drive of the first half, and then boom, you scored touchdowns on 3 straight possessions. What changed for you offensively?
Yeah, that's a good one. Here's the issue. Bake asked me the same thing. Hey, what happened? You know what's so we go 10 plays, 70 yards, touchdowns. 8 plays, 90-yard touchdown, and then 9 plays, 62 yards on 3 straight drives. You said we had how many yards before those drives? 21, okay. So Bake asked me what happens. I said, Bake, honestly, I didn't see 2 offensive plays the whole game. So I'll comment Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on what happened. I really don't know what changed. I got confidence in our offensive players. I got confidence in our offensive coaches. I didn't say 2 words to the offensive coaches. We're down 10-0. Everybody's got their jobs. We got ST. We got defense. We got offense. I'm the head coach. I am involved everywhere. But during the game, I'm focused on the defense and trying to help the defense. And I still got to focus a lot on special teams. But I'll watch the tape. I'll be able to tell you on Monday exactly what happened. And maybe just we start executing. I don't know. The only thing I know offensively is Jay Walk made some big plays. I saw those on the Jumbotron. I didn't even see them live. I heard the crowd go, brr, didn't see the play. Jumbotron usually has a replay. He made that flag catch over on the first drive. And then I think on the other drive, the third drive, he caught that 3rd and 11, that post, and the guy was all over him. And then I saw he had a bunch more catches that I didn't see. So really not sure, but very good job, obviously, by the offensive players and the offensive staff. And, Brett didn't really practice till Thursday, and maybe it just took him a little while to get going because he took very limited reps on Wednesday and took some reps on Thursday, and we had another pseudo practice on Friday for him because we're a couple days behind. So I don't know really what happened, but I'm glad it did. That's probably the worst response to the question.
Congratulations on the victory. While there were a lot of impressive catches for the passes and stuff, there were a few passes that were incomplete, but the passes weren't as challenging as some of the others. So what do you make of that, and how can you improve on the team for their passes in the future?
Got to catch the ball. The coaching point is catch a damn ball, right? If you drop a catchable ball, you got to catch the ball. They know how to catch it. These guys are Division I athletes. Is it? Who knows what it is? But I usually, on the simple things in life, I usually don't overcoach them. Hey, idiot, how about catch the ball? That's usually my coaching point. So there's other things that we spend a lot of time in detail and we discuss, but when it comes to you got to, if you're not going to go catch the ball, we're not going to win games. We're going to put somebody out there that can't catch the ball. So I'm not super. We got to tackle. Like when the guy from Buffalo ran through us and Harbison ran through us, say Harbison's a good back now. Hey, we got to tackle. He ain't going to get any softer. He's a big, strong dude. He's like Patterson, but 20 pounds heavier, And he was pushed. Sometimes we hit him, it was like 2nd and 8, and then it was like by the time he went down, it was 2nd and 3. I'm like, God, we got the pile's going this way. We got to get the pile going that way. So,
how important was this win to get your season back on track?
Was our season not on track? Did you write an article about that or something? Or?
No, but you guys are 2-4 before this, and so now,
now we're 3-4. That still sucks, right?
Yeah,
I guess so. I guess we're not on track. So you don't follow us very much apparently.
Thank you. Last couple of weeks, it seems like not a lot like some of the quarterbacks in the league, but it seems like Brett's getting a little bit where he'll scramble every once in a while and pick up some yards, keep some drives going, which it seemed like he did that today. Are you seeing that a little bit more out of Brett along with his, an increase in passing and that?
Yeah, I just think he's a competitive kid. So the biggest run, and again, I got to watch the tape, but I did see one run. We had a 3rd and 2. We checked the speed option weak. We didn't think they were in a pressure. So they brought the pressure and they were looping weak. So it was a dead play, and it was on the first drive of the second half, and somehow he stopped and remember he kind of squirted up the middle and fell for 3 yards. The play was dead in the water. I saw what they were running torch. We had no play. I mean, it was just they got a good call and they disguised it. We didn't see it, so we didn't check to the right thing. We checked to the wrong thing, and then somehow Brett, and he just competitive. He's not he's a nice enough athlete, but he's a competitive kid, and I think he's making better decisions when he gets out of pocket. I think early in the year he looks to throw because he can throw. If I threw like him, I'd look to throw too. I didn't look to do either because I couldn't run or throw. But sometimes I just thought early in the year he'd get on the perimeter and it would be like, there was yards to take, and he waited, and then he had to throw the ball away, where he's making better decisions. Like a couple other times he scrambled, got a 7, 8, 9 yards just because there's all that open area, just taking it without taking a hit. We're not trying to get him hit, Yeah. But he skirted out of bounds. It was like 8 yards as opposed to waiting and maybe throwing the ball away. So I just think he's making a little better decisions. He's maybe getting a little more comfortable. So
it seems like you're perhaps you could say it about the whole year, but with Miami football right now, special teams seems to be in a very good place. You got Mo to return it. Sloman's kicking the tar out of the
Yeah,
ball.
no,
Just
I mean,
really
again,
good
and
plays.
it's special teams we know is always important, but where we're at as a football team, it's probably the best unit of the three. And I mean, realistically, I think we're playing really good defense. But if you say, okay, you look from start to finish, the unit that's played the most consistently and really affect the game. Kramer's had punts that have really changed. He got that one down to the 11, in the second half, and he kind of flipped the field. Obviously, Sloman, every point we need in these close games, and Sloman's been beyond fantastic. And then obviously kickoffs and all the touchbacks, and I know he had one out of bounds today, but just it's such a weapon that they're going to start 75 yards from the end zone. They're not going to get they could have a Mo back there, but Mo's not going to get a chance if he's on the other team because Sloman's going to drill out of the end zone. It just negates a potential, And obviously Mo against Buffalo on the punt returns and today on the kickoff returns, and we've known that since his freshman year. If you get Mo some space, he's a dangerous weapon in this league, and he was coming off an injury and he was limited today, and Coach Barnett brought up, hey, should we just save him for ST because he's probably not going to be able to play a ton of plays, so should we just get him his ST plays as opposed to maybe dinging him on offense and then he's out? And obviously that was a pretty good suggestion because he had some huge plays. So it's been, and then just we lost a bunch of guys on offense, and our offense is doing fine, but it's not. Last year we had a bunch of seniors, a bunch of older guys. Then you take Jack Sorensen out of the mix the whole year basically, and you lose your major weapon at wideout, and it's been a little bit of a work in progress and played a little more close to best. But again, we didn't turn the ball over today. 2 conference games that we haven't turned the ball over, we won them both. Neither one were easy, but we won them both. The one game we gave the ball to the other team, we didn't win it. And that's not the only reason, but it's certainly a major factor in our success. So you play a little more close to best, and we've been relying on ST. It's so hard for me to go for it on 4th and 1. How many have we got a 4th and 1 all year? I'm sure everybody's feeling just like me, like, God, you'd like to stuff it in here. You're down 10-0. You just got this nice drive. Can you get a stinking 3/4 of a yard? But we haven't. And I'm looking at Sloman's going to get 3 and 10-3, 10-7. We're still within a score, and really the offense kind of talked me into it. I didn't ask. I was just sitting there, and then they called out the play, and then they all started freaking jumping around, and I got caught up in the moment, and we went for it, thank God. So I don't, like, it was hard. I was just like, because I just got to keep trotting Sloman out there, keep trotting Kramer out there. Don't force the issue because our special teams will do such a good job. So I think your point, what you're seeing is exactly what I'm seeing and feeling. Like it's always important, but with who our team is right now, our special teams being this good in special teams is probably why we're 2-1 in the league.
Coach, it was too early to be a turning point, but I thought holding them to a field goal when they got the 1st and goal at the 5 with that one-handed catch.
Yeah.
McWood and Brown came up with some big
Yeah.
plays, and I thought your defense made some big plays at key times all day.
Yeah, no, defense played really good in the first half. They played really bad on the first drive of the third quarter. And in Northern, credit, I'm not knocking them. They made the plays. They blocked us. They ran. They broke tackles. They caught balls that we were on them. But even the 2 deep balls they caught, we were draped all over them. They holding us off with one hand and made the 2 deep balls they caught one-handed. I think both of them were one-handed catches, and nice throws and nice catches. I felt like it is. And at the end, like, you won 27-24, so those 4 points make a huge deal. I mean, I don't know, turning point, not turning point, but obviously it was huge. Anytime last week, that was us. That's what we were telling the defense. Last week, that was us. Nice drive, 3. They had a really nice drive, 3. And again, when you win 27-24, if they get 4 more there, maybe we're not smiling as much right now.
Everybody good?
So as I've followed Miami football over the last few years, I've always noticed whenever they have a lead, every now and then, for some reason, they lose the lead and end up losing the game. Today, there was a potential chance at 27-24 when Walker accidentally flipped over the ball and moved it to the other side, moved it backwards. What did the team do differently that ensured that they didn't mess up further and ended up winning the game?
Obviously, you just got to keep playing. When we used to not be very good, we couldn't hold a lead. We rarely could get a lead, and we certainly couldn't hold a lead. Last year we had a lead against OU. We held it and won the game. Last year against Northern Illinois in a huge game, we had a 13-7 lead, which seemed like for about 4 days because that game seemed like forever. But we held that 13-7 lead. We got a lead this year against Buffalo. We held it. We got a lead today. We held it. So we've won our last 4 that we've had an opportunity to hold leads. We've won the last 4. So, again, I know last year I was like, I don't know. Everybody throws that stat at me. I'm like, I don't even realize it. Like, we stink. That's why we blow leads. We're not very good. when you get good, you'll be able to hold leads, and since we've gotten a lot better, we've been able to hold leads. So, but it's the group and the kids and the confidence and the preparation and sticking together and believing in one another. So you can't say, like, put your finger on exactly what it is, but we're better. We're a better football team, so we have a better chance to hold the lead. We have more confidence, so we have a better chance to hold the lead.
All right, appreciate it, Coach.
Thanks.
Thanks, John. Like I just asked Chuck, it might have been too early to be a turning point, but I thought you guys set a tone by making some big plays. When they got to that 1st and 5 after the one-handed catch, I mean, you and Mike stopped the one screen pass to the one side, and Mike beautifully got around that block to stop the other one, and that forced him to settle for a field goal. I thought that you guys made big plays like that the whole game. Did you guys feel that way?
Yeah, in that situation, it's just never giving up. Even though they're on the 3-yard line, they just hit a big play. It's just you got to keep fighting. And then Mike obviously did a great job. That's great film study, and made a big play for us.
There were a lot of departures last year, but among them were, along the linebacker thing. And, now seems like we've filled in that pretty well. The defense has really been doing a pretty good job, today out there and everything. So what's your feeling about how everybody's been able to step up as far as filling that in and creating a good defense that's for this team?
Yeah, it's always just that next man up mentality. Guys have always been able to step up. When one guy goes down, someone steps up. Guys prepare during the week, and it's all about preparation. They say luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So guys prepare all week, and they do well in the games. You might say, oh, they were lucky, but no, they're prepared. So yeah.
Ryan, what'd you guys talk about taking the field there on that last possession for them as they're trying to either take the lead or tie it up?
Yeah, it's kind of, we knew that we were in a spot where if we had to stop, this game over. So just believe in each other, just take the field with the passion that we have and get it done.
One more here? Quick one. When their first quarterback went out and they came in with the second one, he's had a lot of experience. He used to be a spotter or starter himself. Did you guys feel like there was much of a difference in what they were doing once he came in?
Yeah, so we knew that he was more their kind of wildcat running quarterback. The first quarterback we knew was more of like a pocket guy. So if the pocket got collapsed, he'd still try to hang in there and throw the ball. So we knew with that backup quarterback, I mean, he played a lot. We played against him last year, so we knew that he was a big runner. And just watching film, just knowing that he has more of a tendency to maybe pull the ball on the read option instead of giving it out. So.
All right, appreciate it, Ryan.
Thanks, guys.
I asked you the same thing I asked Chuck. I won't tell you what he answered. You guys were really struggling going into that last possession of the first half, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 you're right down the field, score a touchdown. It's the first of 3 straight possessions you scored touchdowns on. What changed?
Honestly, I wouldn't say really anything changed. I was making some terrible reads there in the first half, and I was not playing very well. But I think it was that 2-minute situation you're talking about. We got that drive. I think we got the first down. We started going fast, and then everything started clicking. We were a little rough to start the game, but I think we kind of got things clicking on that drive, and we were able to punch it in at the very end. I think on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, which kind of got things rolling for the second half as well.
I mentioned to the coach, it seems like I don't think we're going to see you running 30 times a game, but it does seem like you're scrambling a little bit more, picking up some yards, keeping the chains moving. Is that something you feel more comfortable doing nowadays?
Yeah, I'll like I said, I'll do anything there is if we can move the chains, get a first down, keep the drive going. And there were a few times there in the first and second half where I was able to, create some, loose plays and scramble a little bit and gain some yards for our offense. But also I got to learn to kind of get to our check down as well, because that can also help me out.
So I noticed there were a few injury stops, one for Andrew Homer and the other one for Bob Marotti.
Yeah.
How serious are the injuries? Are they fit enough to play for the next game?
I honestly don't know right now, but we'll see. Hopefully we have them back, because they're 2 very key players. They're very good players. They're upperclassmen, leaders for our football team, offensively and defensively. But we'll take a look, and hopefully they'll be feeling good for Kent State.
you haven't had Sorensen this for the better part of this year and everything, but you've got some guys out there now. Made a couple really nice catches. How you feel about your receiving core, kind of stepping up here with some big plays?
Yeah, no, it's unfortunate that Jack's been out. He's a great kid. He's a great wide receiver, but I mean, guys stepped up today, made plays. I mean, play after play after play. They bailed me out, making great catches. And that's been all year. That wasn't just this game. They've been making plays all year versus Iowa, Cincinnati, Ohio State. They've been doing a great job all throughout the year, and they've really helped me out offensively.
All right, Brett, appreciate it.
All right, cool. Yep, thank you.